Create a sine function that has the following attributes. We have amplitude of 3, period of pi, phase shift left of pi over 8, and a vertical shift of down 4. Let's write out the formula for sinusoidal functions before we get started. Pretty big problem. We have y equals, this is a sine, so we'll use sine of b times parentheses x minus c, close it, plus d. Now let's take a look at what every little part means, okay? A is amplitude. All right, so in this case, that makes life pretty easy. B is attached to x, but if we also have a phase shift, B is going to be outside of the parentheses where x is being manipulated. B is the frequency. Okay, B is the frequency. Now, if I wanted to find out what B is, I have to find out the period, and the frequency can be found by doing 2 pi divided by the period. Okay, so this period is pi. I'll do a little bit of quick math right there to take care of that when I have to take care of that. C is going to be my phase shift. Now, when I'm moving left, the number in the parentheses is positive. That's why the negative here is given. When I'm moving right, the number in the parentheses is going to be a positive number. So left pi over 8 means I'm actually going to add pi over 8, but we'll get there when we have to get there. D is going to be my vertical shift. Okay. So the little bit of math that we have to do before we could start plugging things in is going to be for my frequency for my B. Now again, frequency is found by doing 2 pi over the period. The period is pi. 2 pi over pi has the pi's cancel out, and so B is going to be 2. So I have my A is amplitude, my B is 2, my phase shift means I'm going to have left pi over 8 is going to be x plus pi over 8 because it's opposite land whenever you're dealing with inside the parentheses with x. It's always been like that for, it seems like, every single AP Precalculus problem. A vertical shift of -4 or down 4 is going to be a vertical shift of -4. So I kind of accidentally spoke that into existence. So let's write all of this out. Y equals my amplitude, which is 3, sine, parentheses, B, which I found out to be 2, parentheses, x, since left is going to be my phase shift, plus pi over 8. Close the first parentheses, close the second, and since I'm moving down 4, is going to be -4. Yeah, so not the prettiest problem in the world, but this was pretty straightforward, and the only little bit of math that we had to do was for the frequency. And we just have to be careful with phase shifts because they're backwards when it comes to these types of problems.